Hey, Big Mike, welcome. I'm back at it again. I got my wife out here on the other side of me fishing, uh, trying to catch some eater-sized catfish. We're about ready to fry some fish. I've had 4 bites so far already, but they're not hooking up. Maybe some gar in here. Uh, Reeled them in, checked the bait. I still had the bait. Takedowns, they just get hooked. So. Shot here for a little bit. See what happens. Be doing that today also, Big Mike. I hope you have good luck. Like I say, I've had some bites. They just haven't took the bait. I'm going to give this spot a while. If we don't do any good here, we'll move and try somewhere else. I've had some activity. They're just not getting the bait. Nice day. Went out and cut fresh bait this morning. So we got fresh cut shad. Just had another pull there. They're pulling on it. They're just not getting hooked. I brought my wife out. She was ready to fish. She's on the other side of me. Over here fishing. Catch some big blues, Mike. I'll take a big blue, but I'm really after some eater fish. I really want some eater size so we can fry them up. Hey, Aaron, what's going on? Yeah, it's a beautiful day, Aaron. Uh, Not very often in Oklahoma do you get light wind like this. It's not blowing real hard. It's really nice out. Sun shining. Beautiful. Was kind of hoping the fish would be fired up, but I don't know if it's gar, turtle, or what. So far, I've had some bites, but they pulled the rod, but nothing's hooked up. It's a beautiful day out, even if the fish don't bite. Way better than sitting at home. Hi, Becca. This is the first day we haven't had high wind in a while. It's nice. Water temp's 48. Yeah, I have no idea what the water temp is. Uh, we're going to sit here and give it a shot, and if nothing bites, we'll move spots and try and find some active feeding fish. That's got me snagged up. He just slowly pulled on it. Probably fixing to break this one off. That's one thing about it here. It's really, really snag. You get some on snag. Got the bait. I'm gonna put another piece of bait on here. Try it again. I went out this morning, caught plenty of fresh shad, so we got plenty of good fresh cut shad. I'm gonna launch her back out there and see what happens. I don't like where that one went. I'm gonna bring this bad boy back in. Cat, over this other line. There's very few clear spots out here. There's a lot of brush and stuff up here where I'm fishing, so you get snagged a lot. But this is where the fish have been hiding at. There's lots of brush and stumps and sticks in the water. But when the lake was low, all the trees grew up. And when it filled back up, it covered them all. They are slowly starting to decay though, because starting to bring pieces of tree limbs and stuff in with me. Got plenty of fresh bait, so we're gonna give it a shot, and hopefully we catch enough to fry some fresh fish tonight. Got my drifting weights in from Jimmy Fishing and Gear, Santee drifters. I'm gonna try them out on this lake this year. In Hi Maurice, they're pretty neat. It's kind of neat. Packages them, gives you instructions with them. So I'm really excited about trying these out this year, especially flathead fishing. Sent me two different styles of drifting weights. He's got the breakaway tip on it. Very nice. If y'all have not checked out Fishing and Gear and Santee drifters, that's where these come from. Really nice. I'm really excited about trying them. Like I say, he gives you instructions and everything with them. 30-pound lines on your drifting weights so it will break away, and that way you just lose your weight and not your whole rig. I thought it was pretty neat the way he put instructions and everything in it. So And these here are the 2.5 ounce drifting weight. This lake, uh, especially when I'm flathead fishing in the spring, uh, there is a lot of rocks that the flathead like to get in, and I'm going to try fishing with these from the bank and see if they'll help me get up over some of them rocks instead of losing all my sinkers and gear. It's like we got a fire across the lake from us, like a big grass fire. They may be burning some of this off because this last week being out here, I've seen quite a few fires around here. I hope they're burning stuff off and we don't have someone going around setting a bunch of fires. Had that happen once before. Maurice, I hope you and your wife are doing well. We've been getting a few bites. They're just not getting hooked up. Hey, Dan. Dan, you should be out fishing. I know you got your son. I know you said you taking him to play with some of his cousins or something, but man, it is a beautiful day out there. No wind, very, very slight breeze. Just enough to put a ripple on the water. I love fishing when it's like this. Yeah. I'll be right back, guys. My wife needs me a second. Oh, back just in time. Woo. Yeah, I got one. Got another one that bit. Maybe I need to come help you more often. You had me wrapped up on something. Yeah, he's a good one. What we've been waiting on. Dave, you want to come check him out? You like that big old shad head. Y'all see how this rolling fat this sucker is? Want to get the back? Yeah. Ooh. Take it stringer, huh? Take it off this minute. You gotta get out of my way. I don't know if y'all can tell how fat that fish is, but he's just rolling fat. Here. Here. He ate his last shad though, because I'm gonna eat him. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna get a fresh piece of bait on and get this one back out there. That one hit a head, but I'm gonna throw a body piece out there. Nope. Not where I wanted it. See if I can get it out there from over here. Not where I wanted it either. Trying to get it right up clear. That's where we want it. He was up closer to the bank, babe. Yeah. When I hooked that fish, there was another one rolled over here by my other line. I may have them other ones too far out. Uh, we'll give it some time and see what happens. Yep, I'm gonna eat that one, Dan. We're out here trying to catch something to eat. Anything under 10 pounds, I'll keep to eat. Usually 10 pounds and over, I turn loose. This lake is plumb full of catfish that size. And these blue cats in here, they fed up really good. They're just rolling fat. When I hooked that one, another fish rolled over here. We had a bite on that rod, but he didn't take off with it. So hopefully they're going to move up in here and start feeding. All we can do is sit and try, wait them out. We had several bites before, just didn't hook up on any of them. And my wife needed me a second, and I went to help her. And I looked back around, one was bumping this rod, and next thing I know, this one laid over. These two over here are my little medium action ugly sticks, and a fish like that is a lot of fun on that medium action rod. He had me wrapped around something out there, and I just kept pressure on him, and I felt them come off of it. That last rod's the only one I haven't had a bite on. I think I'm going to move it over here to this other side and see if we can get it in action. We just broke it off. We're going to retie it and get it back out there. Maybe a good day. Bite's been kind of slow when they're actually taking it, but wait it out and see if we can catch any more in here. Hungry and ready to feed. I'm going to tie this one up real quick, guys. Give me just a second. All right, guys, we're retied, rebaited. I'm gonna move this rod over. That was the only rod that wasn't getting bit, so I moved it over. We'll see what happens. Hey, fins and hooks and hammock. Sorry, guys, I didn't catch y'all when it come in. We broke off, and I retied real quick and rebaited. We've had lots of bites, but so far only one of them's hooked up. And we're out here trying to catch a mess of eater-sized catfish to where we can fry up some catfish tonight. It's just about time. This shallow water, as long as we keep having these warm days, these fish will start moving into these flats like this. And especially right up here behind me, uh, you'll start seeing the crappie and stuff get up in these root systems of these trees and in these rock piles getting ready to spawn. And catfishing should start picking up, come out of that winter pattern, start getting on them shallow mud flats and structure and getting ready to spawn themselves. Okay, fins and pals, you're out here too? I'm over by Walker Creek, fins and pals. Where are you at? It's a beautiful day. If you're not fishing today, you should be. The one fish I did hook up on was on my shallower rod. Think you're right across from me? Could be. I know some people over here on the bridge fishing, and trying their luck out. You'll know it's me if you look down here and see this green GMC Envoy. That's my wife. That's me. We just had another one pulling at it. He pulled at it and put slack in it, but he didn't really layer on over. All the bites, other than that one that we caught, have been like that. They've hit pretty soft. I'm ready to see him just lay that rod over. A lot of people don't come down in here where I'm at because the road's really bad. But I can kick it in 4-wheel drive if I have to. I need to get my truck fixed and get it back out here. It's a lot easier getting it down here. You're not going to hurt that thing. And it's 4-wheel drive also. Can't tell what it is, but it looks like there's a fish floating out there, something floating. Fins and fowl, have you had any luck? I've had several bites, but only got one on the stringer. Keep waiting to hear my wife hooked into one. Hey, Kevin's trophy catting and bassing. Glad you stopped in. Vince, we've been getting bites over here, but they're just not taking the bait. Got one nice catfish, and so far that's it. You can tell the weather's getting nice because I'm starting to see boat traffic back in here. It's a great little spot for catfish, and there's a little channel that runs down through here. It's only about 8, 9 feet deep. You can get on the edge of that channel a lot of times. You can catch a lot of catfish back in here. Got the flat on both sides. They'll stay in that channel, come out of them stumps, and when they feed, they'll get up on these flats. Caught 5 yesterday, but none today. Got distracted trying to crappie fish today. Fins and fowl, it shouldn't be long, uh, especially over here at Walker Creek. Got all these trees and stuff in the water, these root systems, and plus the rocks of the bridge where they normally spawn at. Uh, I'm expecting any time for them crappie to start pulling up. We've had some great weather. It's warming up. Uh, it should not be long at all. We just had another bump on that rod. Man, we got him that time. Yep. You may want to move over here to my side, babe. Oh yeah. Another good fat one. Caught him on that body piece. Here we go, fellers. Nice, fat, and healthy. This one dang near hit his last shad because he's fixing to go home and get ate. Hey, babe. You may want to move this opening like the side one. We still got that bait, guys, but I got plenty of fresh bait. No need trying to recycle it. I'm going to get another piece of bait on here and go after another one. We may not be catching 30 and 40 pounders today, guys, but we're definitely catching the eaters, and that's what I'm after. They're just rolling fat. They're feeding really good. He played with that bait quite a while. Several times he hit it, just bumped it, and I just been leaving it out there. With that, bumped this one a couple of times, knocked slack into it. I've caught a lot of bigger catfish in here also. Uh, I love fishing this spot at night in the summer. Before all these trees and stuff grew up in here, uh, you didn't have to worry about getting snagged all the time. Now that all these trees are along the banks and stuff, really makes it hard bank fishing to not get snagged up and stuff. So I may end up buying a little aluminum fishing boat just where I can get out and run these backwaters and stuff. I don't need anything big right now. Just a 2-man boat for me and my wife, and that'd be perfect. I'm gonna let this other rod sit there a while. It bumped it, knocked slack into it, never come back for it. I'm gonna let it sit there a while, and I may reel it in and check the bait because, like I said, there's no need to sit out there with no bait on the hook. Been kind of slow in between bites, but everything we're catching has been nice. The other day I come out here trying to catch some eater fish, but the wind was blowing real high. Caught one fish in the 20 to 30 pound range, and that was it. So it's kind of nice to see these other ones in here starting to feed and eat. There's no shortage of bait fish in this lake. You can tell by looking at the stomachs on these fish. They are well fed, and yeah, Kevin, I am a simple man. Uh, I'm just an old backwoods country redneck. I love to hunt and fish. Uh, I'm glad the weather's nice because I've actually got my wife out here fishing with me, and even though she won't get on camera, she don't want to be on the live with me or anything. Uh, I love having her out here, and my wife is my favorite fishing partner. I would love for her to catch one. She said it's her turn when I hooked that second one. She's like, "You got another one?" She's just fishing over here, straight on the other side of me. I would really like to see her get one. She's a lot of fun to fish with. I love when she catches fish. She deserves it. She's a good woman. I have a lot of health issues, and I have been called stubborn and hard headed before. I'm probably not the easiest person to live with, but when I got hurt at work and everything and got injured and stuff, we have really had some rough times, and she has stayed beside me the whole time and really had my back. And at times, uh, I was so bad she would have to help me get dressed, put my clothes off and on, and uh, she's been through it with me every step of the way. And I can't tell you how thankful and blessed I am to have somebody like that in my life. Am I using small chunk? Uh, I'm using probably about 2-inch strips. Uh, I've got some bigger shad in there. If the fish start showing me they're aggressive, I'll start putting bigger baits on there. But right now, they're kind of playing with the small baits, so I really don't want to go up on bait size. Like that one fish that we just caught, I bet he hit that rod 3 or 4 times before he actually took the bait. When they're aggressive and the time is right, they won't do that. That rod will be standing there, and next thing you know, the rod tip's touching the water. They will slam it. Morel's just around the corner. Yeah, Everyone's talking about the mushrooms. I never eat a wild mushroom. Yeah, Kevin, I really got lucky with her. I'm a mess. Uh, I have a lot of physical health problems and stuff, and she stuck with me. I really cheat on it. Get back to not slugging it, but it takes probably 30 minutes. I don't want to leave it sitting out there with no bait. I don't know what the crackhead in this boat's doing. He can see people's fishing. There's another boat there. There's really no way, no reason to be running wide open. Good way to catch one of these stumps. We're gonna get some wake off of that. I'm gonna reel this bait in and check it, guys. This was my headpiece too. And it's snagged. See if we can get it unsnagged without breaking it off. Oh. Well, we broke it off. I'm gonna have to retie it. Guys, give me a minute real quick. I'm gonna retie this up. You see that? Big old fish just jumped out here in front of me. Right over here by this stump. Someone asked earlier about what size bait chunks I'm using. That's about what we're using right there. I've got some bigger baits in there in case they decide to bite. I know I was tying this on. Y'all may have seen it on camera. That stick up sticking out of the water right there. Little one come out of the water there. I don't know what it was. It made a heck of a splash. Just going out airways. See what happens. They just come by your fins and fell. Yeah. I just don't think they're very bright fins and fowl. I've seen guys out here running wide open on this lake sink their boats. We had some guys come down from Lawton one time, three of them, and doing the same thing, trying to run wide open back in the stumps. Uh, they ended up drowning. Sometimes I think common sense and common courtesy is a lost art. I'm gonna switch places with those pole holders. This one's actually on that other side, but it is thrown so far out there. We've got two up shallower than the other two. Both the ones on the far ends are in closer than the two in the middle. Yeah, fins and fowl, you gotta watch them stumps. Fins and fowl, are you in a boat? He said jump in a stump. So I figure you must be in the boat today. It may have been one of the boats I seen back in here with me earlier. Guys, I gotta take a short Mother Nature break. I'll be right back. Yeah, that boat went right over here and tied up under the Walker Creek Bridge. Straight out for me. Is that you on that point? I'm on one point and you're on the other point, closer to the main lake. There went another fish jump. I seen a boat across from me. I didn't know who it was. That's what I thought. Earlier, it looked like you stuck the boat up on the bank and were walking around a little bit over there. If you get bored trying to catch them crappie, the catfish are over here. You're in the right spot for the catfish. Halfway between me and you, fins and fowl, there's a channel that runs back through there and comes out of them stumps. And you can anchor up on that channel and throw back to the flats on both sides and really catch some nice catfish. There are some big boys that run back here. That fish just jumped right in front of my wife. He's going to be calling them dirty words here in a minute. I seen it, babe. And that, babe, I think that's a dead fish. I seen it come by earlier. Yeah, that one's dead. The ones jumping out of the water at you are not. I don't know if it's a carp or what it is, but I seen it float by me. That's where you caught them yesterday, over on the bank, but no luck this morning. Yesterday the wind was out of the north though, so the waves would have been coming into you over there on that side. Today the wind's back out of the southeast, so it's kind of coming into the bank that I'm on. That's one thing very critical in the lake. Always fish into the wind. The wind's going to move the plankton and stuff, and the shad are going to follow it, and the fish are going to follow the shad. I figure that creek channel that runs up here and runs under the bridge, and you go through the bridge and you get over there, all them willow trees and stuff sprung up. Them root systems right there are going to be packed with crappie. They love getting up in there. Can't get to it without a boat, but without a boat, you can get in there and it's gold. They'll lay up in them root systems. I'm just glad I finally caught some eater size ones. The other day when I was trying to catch eater size ones, all I caught was a big one. The only bad thing about this spot fishing on the bay, you've got a lot of trees and stuff out there in the water, a lot of brush. A lot of your bigger fish will run you into that brush and get you wrapped up in it. And then, of course, your drag and stuff on your rod's not working. And they'll use that against you to break you off or pull the hook loose. Them big fish did not get big and old for no reason. They are not stupid. This spot here's got a good hard bottom, kind of sandy. When it was clear and warm, I'd wade out there, get out there about knee to waist deep, and then throw my rods out because I can get out closer to that channel that runs down through the middle of it. A lot of the times, guys, from where you're fishing and where you need to be fishing may only be about 2 foot different in water depth, but that 2 foot can make the difference in catching fish and not catching fish. All right, guys, been about an hour. Got a couple of fish on here. Uh, I'm going to end the live stream for now, where I can spend some time with my wife, and I may come back live later. But so be watching. Don't be surprised if I come back. But I want to get off here and spend some time with just me and my wife. So, love y'all guys. Thanks for coming in, and hope to see you again soon.